I could.
Yeah, you tore it up and threw it in the garbage.
But he must have put it with his.
Yeah, he had the discount coupon up.
Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of eXp Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com.
For the latest on the greatest place to hang in town, with ocean views, delicious food, and good times. About, hey, darling, do you want to know what's going on? Listen up to Lee and Joe and get your giggle on. The world according to Waldos. The world according to Waldos. It's the world according to Waldos. It's the WRLD according to Waldos. Get yourself down there today. Hey.
What he still has to do is keep that stuff separate. You know what I mean? Even though it had a 10%.
He turned it in that way. You tore it up.
No, he didn't. He turned them all in together.
He only had the one.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You
Sorry.
stuck it in the stack. Anyways, why are we talking about this on air?
I don't know.
This isn't what people come to this show for.
I know.
They come for fun.
Really? You let us know when we're having fun.
Yeah. And we are back live on Facebook today.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay, the
Yeah.
right button.
I don't
got
know.
pressed.
Apparently they know my password, but I have no idea.
It's no Donna Thursday.
Yeah. We've Donna is retired. We don't know if we're going to let her come back and do the show with us.
Yeah.
She's too unpredictable now.
Yeah.
But anyways, what's going on?
Not too much. And you?
I had a wonderful, wonderful week off with the family.
That was cool.
Had a lot of fun.
Saturday was cool because I saw a lot of people I hadn't seen in a long time. Like Bub,
Yeah.
Glenn.
Yeah. It was a good weekend.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Thank you, Leon Volker, for making me take vacation time.
There you go.
It's not often you get a boss who says, and by the way, you'll be on vacation while your family's here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You
did. So I did. Yeah, it was fun. It was
He's a very, very good man.
Yep. Spent where did we go? Oh, went to the Elliott Museum.
What's that?
Elliott Museum is down in Stewart. Now I gotta tell you,
Excuse me.
if you're local and just want something to do on an afternoon, get down to the Elliott Museum. They have the most spectacular antique car collection
Oh,
in
wow.
one
That's something I'd be interested
in
in.
one building. And what's really cool about it is they have these glass windows that go up 3 stories. Behind the glass window are all these cars on tiers.
Yeah, like Carvana does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you go over to a little computer, you look at the pictures, you figure out what car you want to see up close, type in the number, and they have a robotic lift that goes in,
picks it up,
picks up the car wherever it is in these 3 stories, brings it down, and in front of you is a carousel. And they roll it up on the carousel, and it slowly does a 360, so you get to view the entire car.
Wow.
An amazing museum.
Like the stage at Oakdale Musical Theater in Wallingford.
Yeah, but on a smaller scale. But way more. The technology. I mean, we looked at like 3 different cars, but I mean, there's a ton of other cars out to view as you walk through the museum. But I had to go play with the buttons and make it go retrieve a car from the top floor to see if it drops it or not. Apparently it doesn't, so it was good. So it is, for anybody that's interested, it's on A1A in Stewart, Oceanside, right next to, there's a huge Marriott resort on the beach side. It's right next to that.
Oh,
very, very cool museum.
I might look that up one of these Sundays.
Yeah, I mean, just take a ride.
Different. Yeah.
Take a ride down to Stewart and then go have some lunch afterwards. We went to Shuckers, which is right on the beach. I hadn't been there in 20 years.
I remember the Love Doctors going there. That's a lot.
Yeah. I think that was the last time I was there. It was when they played it, when they did the show at Shuckers. So yeah, so it was a cool week, and spent a lot of time eating out.
Oh.
I mean, I rarely cook for myself, but I had dinner here, had lunch there, had breakfast here, over there.
Yeah, you guys came in early on Saturday. It's like 11:30.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we had to work around everybody's schedule, but yeah, we put a memorial brick in the memorial garden for my brother Dave.
Oh, cool.
Which was that was the whole purpose of why everybody was there. So it was cool. It was a good weekend. Good family time.
I was in last night, and Leo and Jeannie's mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. She had mentioned on Facebook that she was overseeing Matt Manning play.
Yeah.
Our Wednesday resident from 7 to 10.
Yeah.
A little music plug in there.
Yeah. He draws a nice little crowd.
Yeah. Oh, and the crowd will only his crowd gets bigger in the summertime because all the teachers are off.
Right.
So because Matt's also
music
elementary school music teacher at Imagine School. So
imagine doing that for a living.
Yeah. No, I couldn't imagine that at all.
Me either.
Nor could any student.
What do you mean you hit me with your belt? Oh, your nuns used to do it to me. Why can't I do it to you?
We have one person watching our show, and it's Bird. Hey, Bird!
Hey, Bird! Hit me with your belt.
Oops, sorry. That's it.
Yeah.
So, what are we going to do for the next 13 minutes? I could think a couple of things. What's coming up? Memorial Day weekend is coming up, and we will be... that Sunday, we will be hosting Next Generation Veterans Association, doing a fundraiser for them from 1 to 4 at the Concrete Table, day before Memorial Day. They're going to have a busy weekend. They're going to be with us. They're over there directing the Memorial Day things over at Riverside Park. So, yeah, all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's, we pretty much boring life.
Yes.
Not really. No.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, Jimi Hendrix did "The Wind Cries Mary" last night. The wind said, "You ain't sitting out here."
Oh man, I'll tell you, I came over to get a free meal last night. It was my last night home, and I was like, well, still no groceries in my house after a week. So
he calls me. New Orleans pasta with mushrooms. So I got that mushroom thing in my head. So for dinner, I had a loaded baked potato and a side order of mushrooms, and I just jammed the mushrooms into the potato.
Hey, one of my, and I think it's probably what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. One of my favorite things to do is go to Wendy's.
Okay.
Get a baked potato. The loaded baked potato.
Right.
Cup of chili. Go home, mash down that potato, put the chili over it, add a little extra
cheese,
shredded cheese on it, pop it in the oven for a couple minutes, and for a fast food restaurant,
their food is good.
They got really good chili.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And you know what's even better? Their biscuits and gravy in the morning.
Oh,
really? I'm going to have to try it.
I mean, it is like one of the best sausage gravies I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah, for $1.99, you get
eggs.
You get one biscuit split in half with gravy on it.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. And it's delicious. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
I'm a sausage gravy snob. So.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I literally make them bring me out a little cup of the sausage gravy before I order it because, I mean, sometimes it's way too pasty.
Right. It's like wallpaper.
Yeah. And, but no.
Yeah, good.
It's outstanding.
Good.
Yeah. The only place that has truly the best sausage gravy in town is Sunset Cafe down in South Faro Square. Troy's place.
Oh, yeah. I've had his. Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
And the funny part is, he doesn't eat sausage.
No.
And yet he still makes the best sausage gravy in town, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree with you. I concur because I've been there.
You know, I have my little breakfast nook places. You know, if I'm craving, give all these restaurants free advertising.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
CJ Cannon's breakfast casserole.
I've had that
Man,
too.
I'll tell you what. Talk about a cure for a hurricane, for a hangover.
Yep.
Yeah, I go. Larry's got sold.
I saw that again. Yeah.
He's still there right now, and nothing's changed.
Yeah. CJ Cannon's for that.
They make a breakfast casserole at Larry's. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I've had them both.
Yeah. I wouldn't take away from
No.
my boy Chuck over there.
Oh no, I go there for dinner with Jennifer about once or twice a month on Saturdays.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I mean, Cannon's got awesome food.
And
You
the
know,
portions,
you just-
the portion sizes.
Yeah.
You can feed 10 people on it.
That's the whole good part for somebody like me. I go and eat half and pack up the rest, and
And eat it for 3 nights.
or throw it away 4 days later. One or the other. Yeah. Depends on my work
I do the
schedule.
same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, normally if I bring something home, I eat it the next day,
Yeah.
or I find myself like hungry at 9:30 at night, and
It's the worst thing.
I'm out of ice cream.
It's like, AJ, don't eat till 10 o'clock at night. It's a day. I got to eat before you do.
Yeah.
He goes, no, go ahead.
I'd weigh 800 pounds.
Yeah. He eats and goes right to bed. I can't do that.
No. Nope.
But,
So what's going on with you, Sid? Anything exciting?
I don't want to take away from your museum story, but I went to Palm Beach Armory and they did the Sistine Chapel panels.
No way.
Display. Yeah, it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible.
Is that a traveling tour?
It was. We actually went the last day, so it was like last weekend, I think it was. Yeah.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. I was like, oh, no. Wow, I'm so glad I did this.
Especially after seeing the real thing, I would have loved to have.
Yeah, I want to
seen
see
it.
the real thing now. I've never seen it. A friend of mine said it was really small. He was kind of amazed when he was really in the chapel that it was how small it was.
Did it on his back, didn't he?
Yeah, on scaffolding.
Oh, in the Sistine. Yeah, Sistine Chapel. I mean, I'm guessing, but where the ceiling is painted, I don't know, maybe
Picasso did it.
maybe
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 feet by 100 feet.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I mean it's, but and they only let in a certain number of people, and then as they dwindle out, then they'll so they control the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they do when you're there. He also told me, my friend, that's where, which I didn't even think of it, who would, the smoke, that's where the stove or whatever is, the smoke for the Pope. Yeah, the Pope smoke. Yeah.
That's up above.
Is it up above?
Yeah.
I thought it was totally
White
cool.
smoke, they elected a Pope, right?
Right, correct.
Yeah, you can.
I went to Catholic school all my life.
You can see.
The scars on my back to prove it.
You can see where it is from the floor level.
Okay. All right. So I want to see it real. I'm glad you did, Lee. And the other thing I did, and kudos, shout out to that, I wondered how they were going to do it. I actually sent Oscar Sales an email saying, tell everybody I went to Almost Heaven, the John Denver, the show that they just did, they're doing now at Riverside. It was excellent.
Was it good?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Everybody was like, ooh, why would you want? I'm like, I liked his music.
I did too. I mean, me and Steven do it. We do a couple of 3 or 4 of his tunes when we play together.
Yeah, I liked it. But the way they did it with the Vietnam War and the kind of in the backdrop and some other stuff that maybe you forgot about that was going on at the time, and they did like backdrop pictures, photos. I liked
it. Do you see what they do?
Maybe I will go see it.
I would. I loved it.
How big of a cast was it?
There's 9 people, so they all are kind of there together. A couple of them play a different part, like actually talking to the audience and whatever. Right. None of them really sounded like him, but you really forgot about that. One lady, in my opinion, did. And then they had like 30 plus instruments. So the instruments they have all over the stage are like part of the audience, if you will. Excellent. The talent.
Where did I?
Excellent.
What play did I see? Oh, Come From Away.
Okay.
When I went to see that, and that I think it was like a 12-person cast, but there was only 6 musicians, and halfway through the play, the musicians are actually on stage with the cast playing, which was really a kind of cool thing.
What I just saw online the other day is Paul McCartney's this tour he's doing. When he does I Got a Feeling, when it comes to the John Lennon part,
right
up on the screen, John Lennon singing on the rooftop.
Oh, wow.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
Roger Waters is doing a tour, too. I'd like to see that.
So's Ringo Starr and his all-star band.
Is he? Yeah.
Natalie Cole, when she was alive, I went and saw her at, I want to say it was Sunrise.
Yeah.
It was a smaller theater, but several times throughout the play, she would do
a duet with her father.
Duet with her dad, which was really cool.
I've seen her do that.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I mean, there's,
crazy.
You know, now that the tourists are pretty much gone, we can start enjoying
the
the
thing
things
that I
that
saw
are
yesterday
around for
that
us.
kind of got my goat. You know, Paul McCartney's voice is not worth the price of the ticket. Well, listen, whoever wrote that, jackass, are you worth $1.29 billion? Have you written over 400 songs? How many hits has he had? He's almost 80 years old. Shut up. You get up there. You know, that's one thing people used to heckle me and Steven at Riverside. I used to take off my guitar. I said, come on up. You come up and do it. If you're so critical, why don't you try it? So,
what week are we? Oh, today's the 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 12th.
Boy, I take.
We got to get me an
off and I'm
airline ticket. Don't
confused.
forget.
No, don't you forget.
I know.
All right, so let's talk music. Speaking of music,
Yeah.
Friday night, the 13th, we have Pippin from 7 to 10. It's a single piece acoustic. If you don't know Pippin, you need to get to know Pippin. Saturday afternoon from 1 to 4, we have Uncle Dirty. And then
Sunday
on Saturday evening from 6 to 8. Speaking of Matt Manning, we have the kids from Imagine. Imagine Elementary School playing from 6 to 8, which will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you told me about that last night.
And then on Sunday from 1 to 4, we have the Wiley Nash Band.
There you go.
Yeah, and as always, happy hour 7 days a week from 4 to 7 p.m. And Monday is Monday Margarita Madness. Any and all margaritas, $6. That's like giving away tequila right now, ladies and gentlemen. So
Yes,
if you haven't bought a bottle of tequila lately, you will know that I'm giving the house away on that one. Good Lord, I am telling a case of Patron. A year ago. Well, yeah, about a year ago, a case of Patron, which aren't even liter bottles. They're $7.50.
Right.
There's 12 to a case. A year ago, it was $368 a case. It is now $501.
Wow.
To buy a case of tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, if you go somewhere and you see you think they're ripping you off for tequila, for Patron, they're not ripping you off. All we're trying to do is make a little money and not have to empty all of your wallet in order to do so.
Yeah.
I got to tell you something. The other night I was laying in bed, and being a progressive, pretty liberal kind of guy, I was trying to get in touch with my feminist side, and even she had a headache.
What in the world?
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what I was going to throw out there, though, too, Lee, and I know this personally. Waldos has the best frozen drinks, too.
Thank you.
Well, of course.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
People forget about that, but those are the best frozen drinks.
Yeah, you know, and speaking of which, I think we get $8 for like a pina colada or a strawberry daiquiri. And the other day, a couple weeks ago, this guy with his kids who had milkshakes from across the street.
Right.
I think that's where we don't make milkshakes.
No.
So it was an outside milkshake, no big deal.
Yeah.
The guy was complaining about the price of the strawberry daiquiri.
Oh, gee.
And then I looked at him and I said, sir, I see you have milkshakes there for the kids. Would you pay for those?
Yeah.
Well, they were like $7.50. I said, there you go, sir.
Yeah.
50 cents more and you got liquor in your...
Yeah, a lot of liquor.
Yeah, it's funny. One night I was coming out the kitchen door to go to the bathroom. The guy Steve, that's always there every happy hour. Geez, I could see the price of the beer went up. And well, I said, you know, Steve, it's probably cost the company that delivers it a hell of a lot more money than they were paying before because of fuel parts. Geez, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Well, and
we still got the cheapest prices on the beach.
You know, we did raise our happy hour prices a quarter across the board. That was the first increase in 18 months. So, you know.
But I mean, you know, people got to understand it.
Yeah, we don't do this for fun.
Right.
Right, yeah.
We're not here to
None
make
of
friends.
us. None of us. No restaurant person. Well, I mean, it is fun to do, but we're not in it for the fun. We're actually there to make some money.
Right.
All right. Well, that's it for us this week,
We got
guys.
through that one, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And we will see you back here next Thursday.
Right on.
Bye.
For the latest on the greatest place to hang in town, with ocean views, delicious food, and good times. About, hey, darling, do you want to know what's going on? Listen up to Lee and Joe and get your giggle on. The world according to Waldos. The world according to Waldos. It's the world according to Waldos. It's the WRLD according to Waldos. Get yourself down there today. Hey.